Welcome back, folks, to Let's Play Ultima 8, and when last we left the Avatar, he was searching for the Birthplace of Moriens. The way to get there is somewhere in the upper catacombs, and it's very close by. In fact, it's right over here. The door is handily marked as well, with this plaque that tells us it's the Birthplace of Moriens. Unfortunately, none of the keys that we have on our keyring will open up this door, but we were told by VIII that the key of the Scion will open the way for us. So if we use that like a key, we can open up this door and head in this direction. Into here we go, Avatar, into a new area that looks exactly like all of the other locations in the catacombs. Here is the Birthplace of Moriens. More importantly, here are some sparkly things atop of this. We're going to ignore that and we're going to head this way and search for a way that we can get to progress. We're going to jump over here and see what we can find. There are likely many passageways that we can take, like this way. Hello you two, how are you? You're going to die by the hand of the Avatar! Have at thee! You are gone, and you will be gone in a moment as well. Aha! Victory for the Avatar! Nothing there and nothing there. And there's another ghoul! Aha! 3 ghouls tried to stop the Avatar. None of them succeeded. One of them managed to get a hit in, but none of them succeeded. What did you have? Absolutely nothing. We shall ignore that, and we shall have a look at this plaque. As soon as we can actually reach it. For some reason we cannot move over to where the plaque is. Maybe if we move that there. There we go. What does this say? Rest in peace. Is there anything on this body? No, nothing. Let us head this way instead. Over here. Surely there are lots of things here that we can find. There is a passageway that we can go down. There is also the remains of somebody that's also tried to come through here and died. Let us have a look at what this person had. There is a book, the mythology of the VIII deities, and a scroll. Let's read the scroll first. Tracrest, I have read Yadrian's book at your suggestion and agree. Some of those shrines must still exist, at least in part. The others and I believe this quest is of enough importance to warrant immediate attention. What lies buried within the shrines could be the key to freedom. Go quickly, and worry not for expenses. I have sent with this message what should be enough obsidian to pay for any costs you incur. Be warned to travel with caution and discretion. The agents for Titans, both human and otherwise, are numerous. Do not make your mission known. Good luck, my friend. Drokar. Unfortunately, this person failed in their mission. We know this because they're dead. Let's read this book here, The Mythology of the VIII Deities, by Yadrian the Scholar. Throughout the ages, our people have looked beyond themselves to find the answers to the many mysteries of life. Today, we know that the Titans, masters of the 4 elements, control our destinies and direct the many forces that affect our lives. However, such was not always the case. Our Zealand forebears know not of the power of the Titans. Instead, they worship the common emotions. Not realizing that feelings are popular sensations experienced by all people, Zealand's elevated the 3 primary emotions, love, hate and apathy, to the ranks of deities. The goddess of love was named Amorous, giving her the powers of nurturing happiness. To the one called Odion, the Zealands attributed the emotions of hate and grief, giving him the role of warrior and protector. To stand between them, our ancestors assigned the role of arbiter and balance to Apathas, ruler of indifference. Even older texts indicate that the Zealands initially believed in not 3, but 6 such deities. In addition to the rulers of love, hate and apathy, Felicitar controlled joy, Dolores ruled grief, and Timria was the patron of fear. Though anthropomorphic in nature, some of them had animalistic features, such as Dolores and his thorax head. Through time, however, the Zealands found it difficult and inconvenient to pay homage to so many gods and goddesses, so they elected to combine the aspects into 3. A confusing aspect of the Zealand gods serves to display the fickle nature of our ancestors' beliefs. The Zealands believed that, while the deities ruled the emotions, they were also subject to them. The more Zealands who experienced a particular feeling, the stronger that deity's power grew. Conversely, discarded emotions, however temporary, meant a weakened deity, forcing some to enter near catatonic states until they gained enough followers to re-emerge. Thus, an improbable cycle took place. As Ultima planted the seed of hate within one of his subjects, and as that seed grew and took root in other warriors, Ultima would become more powerful, spreading the hatred even further. Though most Zealands believed they had contact with their gods through their thoughts and emotions, only the priests and a select few were allowed to speak directly to them. The Zealands constructed great mountainside temples housing gaudy shrines to the 3 or 6 patrons. Several labyrinths were excavated and filled with deadly traps, and I'm sure we won't be exploring any of them at some point. I'm pretty sure we will be. Secret passages were made for the priests to enter, while the few Zealands who dared to seek an audience with the gods were forced to overcome the foils of the dungeons. Many died trying. Few succeeded. Once before the Zealand deities, the worshippers still had to present one of the ancient seals before gaining permission to speak. These seals were round shields of wrought metal, embossed into a triad of sections, one depicting a reddish scimitar, another showing an open palm displaying a heart, and the third revealing an image of balanced scales. We've seen one of these before. Mauryan has one of them hanging on his wall upstairs. Hopefully we'll find one of our own, because I'm sure we're going to have to come here at some point, to the place that's been described, and talk to the Zealand gods, because the game is going into quite a lot of detail about something that we surely have to go and do. Otherwise all of this detail is wasted. Having passed through a test of the great shrines and offered the appropriate icon, a Zealand follower would then be allowed to pray for a boon from one or all of the gods. Regardless of whether the plea was heeded, considerable sacrifices of animals and valuables were required. Rarely did these acts lead to any benefit, though some stories claim that the legendary Crummash Gore first conferred with his patrons before he was able to unify the warring tribes. I'm sure we won't be encountering this character in some form at some point. I'm pretty sure we'll be encountering that character in some form at some point. There is much to be learned from studying the mythology of the past. Although we know today that the powers of the Titans are, unlike the deities of our forebears, quite real, we can learn much about the violent and emotional personalities of our ancestors. That's probably going to be very important information. We're not going to take the book with us, though. Is there anything over here? There is a barrel and lots of rubbish that is concealing a scroll. Let us see what this scroll has to say, shall we? From my experiments, I've found that potions act in the following manner. Yellow heals, but only in small measures. Red also heals, but beware. Its strength will do damage to those not in need of its power. Orange restores mana in times of need. Green, its taste is quite revolting. Blue provides restful slumber. Purple provides protection in combat, very useful against undead. And black causes drinker to be invisible. Handy to finally know what all of those potions do, although we figured out what most of them did through trial and error. Is there anything over here, or is that literally the only way that we can go? Unless we can jump onto this, which I doubt that we can, but it is worth a try. We can. Nothing happens when we do so. I think we're going to have to go through that door, aren't we? Yes indeed, we are. Let's go that way, and head further into this location. Let's hope there isn't a massive labyrinth full of traps that we have to navigate through. This way we go. We're going to head north here, and follow this path, and hopefully there won't be any traps for us to face. That is a very silly amount of traps. How long have these things been rolling around here? Probably a long time. Let's ignore them and move on. We're going to go this way. This door is, I imagine, locked. This door is locked. We are not going to be opening that anytime soon, I wager. That doesn't work, and this doesn't work, so we cannot open the way. But we can go this way. Anything over here? More candles. I'm surprised those candles are still burning after all this time. There is also up here. That looks like a puzzle. I'm going to explore that later. Anything over here? Ah, lots of switches.
Do not go near that, Avatar.
I'm going to go near that Guardian, and I'm going to try and figure out exactly how to open this, because there is a treasure chest there, and I want that. let us have a look around the rest of this area. There's a door there, and I imagine we might want to use that at some point. And there's nothing over there. We really want to open this. Let's see. Let's use some of these and see what we can do. We'll just, that I don't think did anything. What about this one? Well, that did something. It hurt us primarily. So what we're going to do is we're going to rest, and then we're going to try the other ones. Okay, we'll try this one here. Is this going to do anything? Let's just get to it first. We can't use it from there, Avatar, but we can from here. There we go. That did something. What about this one? That turned everything upside down. Not entirely what I wanted to have happen, because we can't seem to turn it the right way round again. This is a little difficult to navigate, but I'm sure we'll manage just fine. I'm not managing that fine. Let's try and use this one. Will this turn everything the right way round again? No, it will not. And still, we cannot make everything the right way round again. What if I were to use this switch again? It's very difficult to navigate with the controls like this. Let's just use this here. Nope, everything is not the right way round. Will this one turn everything the right way round? We can only hope that that will happen. Well, it opened this up, which is handy, but I haven't got everything the right way around. What is in here? There is a key. We're probably going to need that key. I like the fact that the text is upside down as well. That is a nice touch. Let's open up our backpack. The menu is also upside down. Okay, where is our keyring? There it is. We will use this on this. There we go. We've solved a puzzle. I have no idea how we solved the puzzle, and now I need to find the switch that will make everything the right way round again. Is it this one here? We hope it is, otherwise we're going to be playing the game upside down until the end. Is it this one? Let's try using this one by clicking here. Nope, that one just summoned loads of fireballs. You know what? We're going to rest for one period of time. The one is there. Let's see if one of these will right things. Resting does not return everything back to the correct orientation. Does this switch do it? Aha! This switch does it. Excellent. We have managed to make everything right again. And we got this key. Will this key open here? Let's see. Well, we have the right key, so I presume this is the correct way we need to go. Saving is probably a good idea here, because we most certainly do not want to do that again. Oh no, not that again.
Care you no more for your own world, Avatar?
We most certainly do care. We're just trying to find our way forward to progress, and that is a lot of exploding things. Let's just very quickly navigate our way through. If we're lucky, we'll find something awesome at the end of this. Hopefully we'll find something awesome anyway. What is down here? Does this wind around? There's something here. There's lots of remains, and there's nothing on it. Ooh, there's reagents. We could always do with more of them. Just grab some of them, and we'll have a look here. Nothing there. And I think I see some obsidian there. There we go. 50 obsidian coins. That is a lot of coins. Let's step off them, Avatar, and we'll grab them. There we go. We're even more rich, but more importantly, what is in here? Ah, it's the Skull of Quakes. We most certainly want this item. Remember, this was mentioned at the very beginning of the game as an item that is of some importance. We're going to no doubt need this eventually. Let's just grab this and put this here. We'll put the reagents in here. I'm sure we'll need them at some point, just not presently. Now that we have the Skull of Quakes, we're going to head back the way we came and see if there's anything else of any particular interest. There is an area up here that we could go and explore. Uh-oh, there are some more of those roly balls of doom. Watch out, Avatar. You can just rest by them, of course, because the roly balls of doom aren't going to go away from their predetermined paths. I imagine it was difficult to rest there, what with the sound, but you managed just fine. Let's go and have a look around. There are even more of those balls of doom. Let's just keep having a look. Let's just... Ooh, there's this here. Can we go into here? It doesn't seem like there is a way that we can go in. Let's have a look around and see if there is anything that we can do. There's nothing there, nothing here. Ooh, I stepped on something and that opened. Let's go in quickly before it decides to close again. Seems like a good... Oh no, wait, it closed again. Aha! It's open again! Quick, Avatar, run! Much better. We're now through. I don't know what was the other way, but I'm sure it didn't matter. On we go, Avatar! To progress. At least I hope it's progress. It might not be. What is over here? More roly balls. What is here? There is what looks like a puzzle that I've managed to avoid. It's a good thing I avoided that puzzle. We don't want to go that way. Where is that roly ball of doom? There it is! Goodbye, roly ball of doom! We don't want to deal with you. Let's climb up here. Excellent. Anything over here? Well, there's this area. There's also a lot of water there. We don't want to drop into that. On the count of 3, Avatar. 3! Excellent. Let's keep going. Why is there a lantern here? Who is maintaining this? Who's going around going, well, it's that time of day again. Better go down into this area in the Birthplace of Moriens location and make sure this lamp is working. The weirdest job in Tenebrae. Along with making sure all those candles don't burn down. There are 2 ways we can go. We can go north and we can go west. We're going to go west for now and see what is over here. The answer is nothing is over here, so we're going to go north instead and see what is there. Ah, there's something important here. This is an empty pouch, and this is, Amrazar. By the Ancient Ones, he is met. I think I know how we're going to get into here. We're going to need an open ground spell, aren't we? There is, as you can see here, some Blackmoor and some blood. And open ground is blood and Blackmoor. So what we're going to do is we're going to use the pouch that the game has handily provided us. Is there one? There is 1 of each, which is quite handy. Put that in there, we'll put that in there. We'll then use the wand that we have here, the Key of the Caretaker, on that. We'll then have the open ground spell, which we're going to use right here, and it may open the way for us to progress. There's only one way to find out, and that's to use it. That certainly did something. We are a little bit stuck here, though. Did I do this in the right location? Maybe I did, but either way, we have opened up a hole. Let us go into this hole again. Can we actually go into the hole? I'm not sure we can. We fell into the hole, and now we can't actually do anything with the hole. You can't fall into the hole once you've opened it. That is curious. But something definitely went wrong, and we could not do anything with the hole. We can tiptoe up to it, but now the hole effectively doesn't exist anymore. I think we might need to load up and try that again. I get the feeling that that is rather important. Let's just load up right here. Now, where was this? Was this after I'd... This was after I'd opened this door. Let us go this way and very quickly get back to where we were. It won't take that long, and I'll save by that grave next time. Hello, there are things here, mainly money that I'm going to take, which is here, and the important item, which I'm going to put into our backpack as soon as the explosion has stopped concealing where the Avatar is. Excellent. Now that we have the important item, let us go this way instead, ignoring everything that we find and trying our best to ignore all the roly balls of doom. I know, the roly balls of doom are amusing, Guardian, and so was our inability to fall down into a grave. Open this up now. There must be some sort of switch over there that when we step on it opens the way. That said, the switch is concealed, so you'd sort of have to bumble around until you found it. We're very... Oh, well, we found out what happens if we run into that. Not very much. We only get hurt a tiny little bit. We'll climb up here. Need to be a little bit closer before we can do that. Just tiptoe over to there. Or maybe we're in the wrong location. Is it here that we need to be? Or maybe we can never climb up here ever again, Avatar. Maybe here. There we go. Much better. We'll very quickly and very carefully go to the edge of this and then jump over. There we go. And now we'll head back to here. We know what we need to do here. We need to cast that spell and open up the way for us to progress down there, as I imagine that is how we're going to make headway. Just close this up, and then we'll use this here, like that. Grab this item, and be very careful as to how we use it. Or be just very careful as to how we position ourselves. There we go. We'll stand about here, and when we come back, folks, we'll open up the way in the ground for us to progress. And hopefully, we'll be able to find where Moriens was born, and finish our pilgrimage, and thus grow even stronger in the magic of necromancy, and the magic of the Mountain King Lithos. So I'll catch you next time, folks, and I'll see you then. Later.